For this video, we're going to be breaking down number 75, offensive guard and offensive tackle, Angel Mejia, class of 2024 of Fox Lane High School, highlighted on the screen. But before we dive further into the video, if you like this kind of content, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. And if you're considering helping the group further, think about joining our Patreon for added benefits or using donation links below. And now heading back to Angel, and this isn't my first video on this young man. This is a big boy, 6'4", 325 pounds, huge-bodied kid. And what I like is I've seen reps at him at now offensive tackle and offensive guard, and I do think he's best suited at the guard spot, especially in pass pro, where there's reduced space. But I tell you, I've really seen some growth from him in pass pro overall and in overall strength. And I do think he does a better job playing with some bend, which allows him to move defenders at the point of attack. And he's even improved on some of his double team blocks to the second level, which we'll see on some of these reps. Now, things he can work on, continuing to work on his feet, continuing to be more comfortable in space, and more so at the tackle spot in the pass pro, dealing with some of the speed rushers. But let's go over a couple reps that I did like. And you can see him at the tackle spot again. I like versatile linemen who shows reps both at guard and tackle. And you're going to see some of that double team blocks that I'm talking about. They're going to be double teaming up to the second level. And it's really important on the initial double team block to get some movement. You want to displace the defender at the first level first, but keep your head up looking at the second level. And on the first initial hit, you can see a big-bodied kid. He really drives that defender at the point of attack to create some movement, but the head stays up, right? So you want that initial surge, and there he is, head up, pretty much engulfs that second defender and really pancakes him at the end. And this is an important step. It's really the first step is that first level, second step is the second level, but you got to keep your eyes up. And you can see this is a good example of a double team. Boom, displace that first defender at the first level, and then keep your head up, get to that second level, right? And then drive your feet. Let's watch it one more time. There's that initial surge right there. You can see the strength. Gets to the second level, keeps his head up, drives his feet, pancakes the second level defender. Let's go to another rep, and here he is at the guard spot. And here he is again, and this is kind of just drive blocking, right? And this is where some of that improved strength that I mentioned earlier in the video, I think he's gotten stronger. I think he's played with some better leverage. And you're going to see they're going to have a couple of these H-backs pull the other way. Running back is going to bend that way, but I'm going to focus in on the drive blocking here. You can see him highlighted. And again, just driving your feet, right? You want to drive the defender out of the lane right here. And you can see offensive line does a pretty good job of creating some movement. You got a seal there. You can see Angel driving the defender out there, and that's creating that kind of alleyway. And that's what can get you some yards, but you can see him. He's planting his defender right here, and that's just the strength to drive the defender off the ball, drive your feet, move the sled. And here comes his strength again, watching this rep. And you can see just him driving his feet, really engulfs defender when he can get his hands locked in. He's a big-bodied kid, and he can really drive people at the point of attack when he gets his hands locked in. If we go to another rep here, back to the tackle spot, he's highlighted. And again, this is a down block. Again, showcasing his ability to his improved strength, his ability to move defenders at the point of attack. And then this time they're going to be running right behind him. So they're going to be pulling a couple linemen. He's got a down block. And again, we're just focusing on him down blocking here, creating that movement, right? And you can see he pushes that defender in. He drives him down the line of scrimmage. And he gets a pretty good start out of his stance there that the defender can't undercut him. Right? He has to cut him off on that down block. And now you create that seal right there, that movement. Right? And you can see that lane opening up. Now this defender does come up into the hole, but he does his part. And that's driving that defender away from the point of attack, which is really important when you're down blocking, right? And you can see he finishes off the defender. Let's head back again. You want to watch him off the ball, strength. You want to move that defender at the point of attack, and he does that, right? And again, I think he can continue working on his footwork, but you could see definitely from one tape to the next, from the year prior to this past year, the improved strength and his ability to drive defenders. Let's go to the last one. And the big thing was pass pro. I thought he improved overall in his pass pro, but there is still room to work. And I do think that's where he's best suited at the guard spot, where there's less space that he has to deal with. Because, again, when he gets this inside this guard area and he has that tackle outside of him and center next to him, right, there's this window. And when he has a defender who's going to try to beat him with some speed, I do think he shows the capabilities that he can handle it. And this is, again, I like the quick feet right there, getting some depth, and he doesn't wait, right? He goes and attacks that defender. And you can see, again, he's a big-bodied kid. It's going to be hard to bull rush him. So defenders are going to try to use their speed. And with this limited space, he shows, again, that quick feet right there to get deep enough and wide. And now he uses those hands to draw the defender out to the side. So, again, interested to see his growth heading to this upcoming year. I'm excited to see what he has forth to put on tape.